Despite the warnings about artificial intelligence from movies like Ex Machina, there's still a lot of development in this field today. But perhaps because of sci-fi, we proceed with a little more caution than we would have otherwise. Another way science fiction influences the real world is by providing a way for us to experiment with hypothetical technology before we fully implement it in real life. An example of this is in Folding Beijing. Folding Beijing is about a city that is divided into three separate living times. There's first space, the wealthiest, second space, middle class, and third space, the lowest class, where the main character Lao Dao lives. This passage reflects some of the inequality that this technology created. There were no shots where Lao Dao worked because he lived in third space, and all of the beautiful people lived in first space. Therefore, because of this short story, we could see the possible consequences if we were to try to implement a technology like they did in Folding Beijing. This is one way science fiction can influence us in the real world. Lastly, the third way science fiction can influence the real world is by creating technology that ends up actually coming to fruition in the modern society. All of these technologies, from virtual reality to robotics to space travel and even modern-day computers, started off in science fiction. This is a way that science fiction directly impacts us today. For example, the augmenter in the novel Lathe of Heaven is very similar to a technology today called transcranial magnetic stimulation, even though the book was published 10 years before the invention of TMS.